Now let's talk a little more about it. So let's go back to the playoffs. Stolars and the shitty refereeing. You're telling me, Craig, you thought you were so important that the players needed you on the bench, you couldn't have flipped out and got kicked out? Maybe those players would have, rallied. Maybe they would have wanted to go out there and knowing their coach showed that passion, that they should show the same passion. And then you sit here and you say now, okay, so here we fast forward. You want to talk about the players' passion. Maybe you killed their passion, bud, because you've allowed the cheap shots to go unanswered. There's certainly no pushback on the ice from any enforcer. There's certainly no pushback on you publicly to the media, protesting to the league. There's no pushback for you behind the bench towards the referees. Are you afraid to get kicked out of the game? Come on, bud. The other thing I want to address with Craig Berube is, and I don't know because I'm not in the room when he's making his plays and strategies, and I'm not there. But it seems like maybe he's trying to play a system like that's not working. You're trying to put a square peg into a round hole. It's not going to work, man. Now, if you can't adapt, Craig, then you are the problem, son. You're the problem, man. Just you either adapt and you use these talents to the best of their ability, and you fill in the other spots, man. You fill in the other spots with the players that you want in there to support them. But to throw these players under the bus, man, after what they did in the playoffs last year, and you showed no passion. You showed no passion, Craig, in the playoffs when they gave it their all against Florida, and they were cheap shotted, hacked repeatedly, constantly, and you did nothing, bud. You did nothing. So you want to talk about their passion. Why should they go out there? Let's talk about this aspect too. Why should the players go out there? Yes, they're making good money now, but guess what? If they get hurt, injured because somebody cheap shots them, their careers and they're shortened. Why would you expect your players to go out there, your stars, to go out there and shorten their careers to make you look good when you've given them no support, no protection, and you've given them no passion, that you're willing to go to bats with them for them against the league? You've just been a freaking coward, man, an absolute coward. So don't put this on the players, man. Like, I believe that they would play better with a different coach at this point. And I don't think, the sad part about it is another coach is going to have to go through all the same bullshit of seeing, night after night, the shitty calls. As soon as the Leafs start dominating or winning, of course, the other team takes liberties on them and cheap shots them and tries to injure them. They'll do whatever they can to beat them. And it goes unpunished. We've seen it just time and time again. So, for Craig Berube to talk about their passion, when their passion has literally been cheap shotted out of them, and he hasn't shown any passion to defend them, I think he deserves to be fired at this point. I think that is worthy of being fired. I wouldn't want to play for you, Craig. And I was an enforcer, so I wouldn't want to play for you. Look at Ryan Reeves. Bye. It's just a joke, man. I don't know what I don't know what's gotten to you. You were an enforcer in the NHL. And, you know, you were a pretty passionate guy, pretty passionate player. And here you are being a coward as a coach.